How are you? Welcome to our weekly live updates. It's a pleasure to be back. I hope you missed us. Tonight we are talking about citizenship, U.S. citizenship. How do you acquire the right to be a citizen in this country? And there's two ways: either you're born in the U.S. or your parents were are U.S. citizens and you derive citizenship, and there's certain qualifications. If your parents lived here a little while and then they moved abroad and you were born abroad, so there has to be a time that your parent had lived in the US and you need to show proof of that. Or if you have one US citizen parent or two US citizen parents. Then the way to become a citizen is through applying for the citizenship, and that it's the form called N400. Whereby you fill all your information. You have to show that you are over 18 years old, that you have lived here continuously for the period of time, which is usually 5 years, that you've been a legal permanent resident, or 3, if you are married to a US citizenship. And it's important to mention that you don't have to have acquired your legal permanent residency through your marriage to a citizen. You could be married to a citizen now and acquired your green card, your legal permanent residency through work, for example. But if you're married to a citizen, you can apply after 3 years of being having your green card, your legal permanent residency card. So you apply for the citizenship. You have to send the form. You have to sell the evidence that you have paid taxes for the amount of time, the copy of your passport, your travel history since you became a legal permanent resident, which is 5 years, or 3 if you're married to a citizen. You have to show your address history, your jobs, and if you have got in trouble with the law, if you were detained or arrested or charged, or you have to declare it, first of all, because you should, and second, because they will know everything. So even if you don't put it, they will know, and that would be fraud and you will be denied, and that would be a problem. So we always recommend to send all the information, the case disposition if there is a case, the arrest report if there is an arrest, and explain it. Better, you should get an attorney to give you advice if you have a record. If you have any issues with the law, it's better to do it through an attorney. And the attorney can tell you if you should apply, if you should wait longer, because you have to show good moral character. And the period of time is very important. So let's say you had a DUI in the last 2 years. So I would suggest to wait for 5 years until you apply. So you're off the chart of the good moral character period of time. So it's very important. Now, you apply, you get your fingerprints taken, then you go to an interview, and the government, USCIS, does a test for civics and English. Important to mention also that you could get exempted from that if you've been a resident for a certain amount of years because of your age. There is certain exemptions, and also if you have a disability or a mental issue that doesn't allow you to study and remember the test, the civic information, or doesn't allow you to learn the language, you can get exempted. But that's another form, and the officer has to approve it, and a doctor has to fill out that form. So if you have any of these issues, you should also do it through an attorney, because it's a little more complicated. Now, you go to the test, you pass, it's perfect, they give you an appointment, you sign, you go to an oath ceremony, and then you are able to become a US citizen. So you're not a citizen until you pass your test and you go to your ceremony and you swear in that you will be defending the US if it's needed, and the oath of allegiance, which is called. I wanted to read you the rights and responsibilities when you become a US citizen. It's quite interesting. So rights: you have the freedom to express yourself, freedom to worship as you wish, right to a prompt, fair trial by jury, a right to vote in elections to public officials, a right to apply for federal employment require US citizenship, right to run for elected office, freedom to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, your responsibilities as a US citizen: support and defend the US Constitution, stay informed of issues affecting your community, participate in the democratic process, respect and obey federal, state, and local laws, respect the rights, beliefs, and opinions of others, participate in your local community, pay income and other taxes honestly and on time to federal, state, and local authorities, very important. You will have to serve on a jury when called upon, and defend the country if need should arise. So this is it for tonight. I hope you enjoy our live updates. We're back starting July as we promised, and we're here to help. Have a good evening. Thank you.